Hey guys, this is Vyvex from Teampwndecks, and I'm here with my good friend
Ninjaduf, guys. What's up?
And this is his deck profile for Darklords. Depending on what order I upload the videos, this may be before or after the duel with them, but make sure you check it out, guys. It's a very unique deck profile.
Let's go, guys. So this is Darklord Deck. Not to be confused with Dark Worlds, but this deck, it has all the beat sticks you want. So to start off, this is triple Darklord Asmodeus. He's basically a Foolish Burial, a Dandelion, in one. So let's show it to you right here. Pause it right now. Yeah, if you want to. But what it does is it can send any fairy type to the grave once per turn. Also, when it's destroyed, when it's face up on the field, it gets out 2 tokens. That one can be destroyed by battle, and one can be destroyed by card effects. So, which is great, totally great. What you do with Asmodeus is send cards to the field from the deck to the graveyard, such as Darklord Superbia. And what Darklord Superbia does is it's basically another Monster Reborn in one. If you Monster Reborn this, so if you were to Monster Reborn this, you can special summon another fairy type from your graveyard other than Darklord Superbia. So that's completely great for the mill.
So yeah, Superbia, it's basically a Monster Reborn chain link. It's awesome. You bring it back from the grave anytime, as long as it gets it summoned, it gets another fairy type monster. It makes this deck wickedly broken.
Yep. And what makes it even more broken is triple Athena. If you don't know what Athena does, Athena is a fairy type level 7. What it does is it burns your opponent for 600 life points anytime a fairy type monster is summoned on the field. Okay, so if Athena and both if Athena's on the on the field, and Superbia is on the field, and another Superbia is in the graveyard, what you can do is you can tribute Superbia, special summon the other Superbia, and then you can special summon again from a different monster, so that it can burn your opponent for 1200 just for that one movement.
Yeah, so basically what it is you have another fairy type other than Athena, you sack it to the grave, get another fairy type. So basically it's another way to get your loop off with Superbia.
Okay, so here comes the turbo build. Triple Hecatrix gets out your spell card that lets you special summon if there's no fairy types on the field. I can show you right now what that is. This is triple Valhalla. So when you discard Hecatrix to the graveyard, you can search out for a Valhalla, Hall of the Fallen. And what Valhalla does is you can special summon one fairy type monster. It doesn't matter what level, doesn't matter what other type it is, except that it's fairy and there's no other monsters on your field. And that's great. What I also run is double Archlord Christia. Christia, it lets you get back a fairy type if there's exactly 4 in your graveyard, and you can special summon it that way. Also, this stops any plays from happening, well, most of any plays, because it...
Yeah, so basically what it does is it stops pretty much all of the mainstream decks such as Insectors, Rabbits, Chaos Dragons, just because they need to special summon in order to beat you. Christia absolutely stops that, and he gets it out so often, especially with 2. It's crazy, and you don't just have to use its effect to get it out. You can sack with it, you can special it with Valhalla, it doesn't matter.
Also, when Christia is face up on the field and it's about to go to the graveyard, its effect goes off and it goes to the top of your deck. So that'll be great if you have a Valhalla in play and no monsters, and you stop that Christia every turn.
It's a recycling trump card.
Yep. Most people run effect dealers, but this is what I have instead of that. This is Herald of Orange Light. This does not just negate the effect for 1 turn, but it destroys it. Also, you discard a fairy to negate and destroy a card that your opponent controls. And so this is great. Any monster card, sorry. This card is great for destroying those rabbits, anything.
Tour guides, doesn't matter, and it's also a level 2 tuner.
That's true, yeah. What I run is one Darklord Desire. This is This is just by choice, and what you can do with it is to tribute one fairy, any fairy, just for to special summon it. And what it can do is it can send a card to the graveyard, a monster card to the graveyard. It doesn't destroy it, but it sends it. So.
Yep, there's no destroy effect anywhere in it, and so it can get over Zenmaines and all those other bitchy cards that's hard to get around.
Yeah, so...
The only cost is that it loses 1,000 permanently,
yep.
But if you book it, you can recycle its effect.
That's true. Now, what I run is one Darklord Zerato. I usually run two, but I'm trying out Dark Arm Dragon for it, but what Darklord Zerato does is it's another dark for Dark Arm. Also, what you can do is if you have 4 or more darks in your graveyard, you can tribute one dark monster on your field to special summon it, and you can discard a card to destroy all monsters on your opponent's field. But this card goes to the grave afterwards. That's
the only drawback, but basically it's a recyclable dark hole.
That's true. Yep. And what for draw power, Tethys, the Goddess of Light. What this does is when you draw a card, a fairy card, you can reveal it to draw another one, and you can keep doing that until you draw out of fairies.
Yep, and the draw power in this deck is crazy, so you don't know how well that comes in handy.
Also, I run one Blackluster Soldier of the Envoy.
The most broken card in all of Duel Monsters currently.
Yeah, it's going to get banned, probably. So I run it now, and it helps you out because it removes from play, and it can also double attack. And I run a lot of lights. I only run lights and darks, so this is great.
Yeah, BLS is just BLS. I mean, if you can bring it out, put it in there. Really no further explanation.
And one Dark Arm Dragon, just because I need the popping power, and I run a lot of darks.
Yeah. This card is broken, as long as you can get it out consistently. That's why he's taking it in to see how it does.
Yep. And just to bring out the turbo engine even more, I run 3 Mausoleum of the Emperor. What you can do is to pay 1,000 or more life points, depending on how many tributes you need, and then it uses it so that you can tribute summon that without tributing any monsters.
That's basically the other main way to get out Christia.
And other cards too.
Yeah.
To recycle cards, I run trade-in, so it gets my Superbia to the graveyard faster, and it gives me draw power.
Yep, this is the biggest draw power in the deck, because most of them are level 8.
So, triple trade-in. And double terraforming, just to get out the mausoleums. Yeah. Well, most of the staples I run are Monster Reborn, just to special summon Superbia, special summon another card. Dark Hole to destroy most of the cards, and mine just need to go to the grave, doesn't really matter. One Heavy Storm to get rid of the back row.
Basically all your main staples.
Basically. One Allure of Darkness, because I do run darks, and if I don't banish anything, everything goes to the graveyard, and that's perfectly fine.
You just don't want to do it too often.
That's true. One Foolish Burial to send Superbia or Christia or anything to the graveyard so I can special summon it later.
It's just basically a one-turn Asmodeus.
That's true. Well, Asmodeus is a full-time Foolish.
Yeah, and that's a one-time Asmodeus.
I only run one MSC because it takes up too much space and I don't really need that much popping power since all of my monsters are boss monsters.
And they're easy to get out.
Yeah, and 2 Call of the Haunted just because you need to special summon those Superbias and stuff. And that's it for the main deck. I would have a extra deck, but they're pretty much...
This deck doesn't need it. It's all beat sticks.
They're also pretty expensive. Like, I want a Big Eye and what's it? The big level 10 tank thing. I want that, but it's too expensive, so... Rank 10, sorry. Rank 10. Okay, now to the side deck. 1 card Destruction, because... it doesn't really matter to me what I have in my hand, but it's really fun to see that the opponent's hand goes all the way. So that's cool. 1 Forbidden Lands, that's just a pretty good staple. Saved my monster for 1 turn from any card effects and stuff. 1 Pot of Duality, because I don't need that much more draw power, and it prevents me from special summoning too much. Double Celestial Transformation. And what this does is you can special summon a fairy type for 1 turn, but its attack is halved, and it gets destroyed at the end phase, but it's fine because I usually only use this if it's in dire situations, such as like Athena needs a fairy type to discard so that I can keep special summoning.
Or your other side card.
Yeah, this is it. Or this is for other side cards.
Show a duel.
1 MST, because just in case, you know. 1 Gores, because it's a Gores. It's just a Gores, you know. Keeps the enemy scared. 1 DD Crow, well, 2 DD Crows, because Inzectors, they can pop it before I can get out Christia, so DD Crows help out a lot. And also in Synchro decks, they stop Synchros too. Like my opponent in the tournament, he tried to bring back Zephyros, so I dropped DD Crow, and it pretty much screwed up his game. So DD Crows. 1 Gallon Duo, because I only have 1, and it's a Marshmallow, and it can be tributed for 2 tributes for a light fairy type, so like for Athena. 1 Sangan to get out the Heralds, and Sangan to get out Heralds, and to get out the Hecatrix, so that I can search more. 1 Jinzo, because I currently don't own a Royal Decree, but Jinzo also helps out pretty well. Jinzo just stops. And it's 2400 attack, so it's good. 1 Safe Zone to keep my Christian in play. It's just good. 1 Mirror Force, just because it's a Mirror Force. And 1 Miraculous Descent. This is just if I'm running against any macros or defissures or anything, and I want my fairy type back. This is good for it. And just a couple tokens. So 2 Dandy tokens that I got for trade. And what I use for Asmo and Diaz tokens right now are Cloudy and Smoke Balls. They're level 1 and they're freaking cute. So that's it, guys. This is Ninjaduf signing out.
That's it, guys. Peace.